Good afternoon. James with Team Finish Strong. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday. It's really nice here on the East Coast, nice and cool. Great day for some outdoor riding, actually. But as promised, I wanted to jump on and do a stream tonight. What we're going to be doing today is stage 2 of the Tour for All, and it's the A version of the group ride. So I'm just getting some warm-up kilometers in, and we're going to jump over to the event in about, I'd say, 7 or 8 minutes, if I don't forget. So welcome everyone to the live stream. Greg, I see you in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. I should have fun. I'll tell you that that race that I did over on Be Cool earlier this week really thrashed my legs. And so I've just been kind of trying to claw back to some sense of normalcy since then. And hopefully today I'm ready for a decent paced group ride. No racing yet. I think I need another couple more days before I jump on a race. So if you guys are looking for some racing this week, I apologize. Just don't have the legs to do a good race today. So we're going to jump on this group ride. Feel free to jump in with us. It's the 5 o'clock A version of the group ride. So that's what we're going to do. And if you guys have noticed in the chat, we are also going to give away that cadence sensor again. We're going to give it another try. So if you're over on Twitter, or can get over to Twitter, just go ahead and type in !raffle to be entered. And we'll hold the drawing, I'd say probably in the next hour, sometime before the end of the stream. So anyhow, I've just been kind of doing some recovery. It's been beautiful weather here. Been thankful for that. How's everybody else doing? Yeah, to respond to you, Greg. Yeah, that was an unexpected effort to do during the week. I should have read the fine print a little more closely. I saw 18 kilometers. Like, okay, this is going to be a short one. I didn't see the meters of climbing. I should have. And once I was committed, I was already like, okay, well, let's see where this thing goes. But yeah, that was tough. That was actually the longest climb I've ever done, virtually speaking, and in real life, if you count the meters, that is. I've never done a single climb that lasted an hour and 40 minutes. That's ridiculously long for me, especially a non-climber such as I am. But it's good practice, and I think, Greg, what came up out of that, one takeaway besides the fact that I need a lot more training, is I need to start doing some resistance work with my trainer set at 100%. So I'm actually going to do that. As soon as I switch over to the event, I'm going to start doing some of that. And my goal is start out with about 10 or 20 minutes of 100% trainer resistance on some climbs to start with, and then start working it up from there. And hopefully my legs will be able to handle the low cadence work in time. I agree with you, Greg. I think it's a better way to train, and I've just been lazy about that. This real life climb coming up later this year is not going to let me set the resistance. So I've got to really hammer my legs a lot before that. If you want to see what I'm getting myself into, I've got a video actually on my YouTube page of one of the major climbs featured on that Gran Fondo. It's called Skyuka. You can check it out. What did I do? I think I just did some snippets of it. I didn't do the full 40+ minute climb, but it averages, I don't know what the average is, but it can get over 20% in some spots. So let's see here. I'm not quite ready, but thank you for the reminder. So that's kind of what I'm going to be getting myself into, and that's just one of 3 climbs that have to be done on this 80 miler that I've got. So we'll see. Hopefully I can finish it. And we'll try to do a scheduled Finish Strong group ride next weekend. Things just didn't work out this weekend for us to do that, to hold an organized event. But do look on my Strava. I'm going to post it sometime during the week and let you know what the date and time is of that. And the way we're going to do that, for those who are my regulars, obviously you'll get an invite. But because I have now over 100 followers on Zwift, I'm not going to be able to invite everybody that's following on this group ride. So it's going to have to be folks that respond to my posts on my Strava feed. So just keep an eye out for that during the week. And when you see the post, just respond, and I'll go ahead and make sure you're invited to the group ride. That's the only way I can think to do it for now. The only other way is maybe to do a rolling 50. You know, just invite the first 50 and then the next 50 on future group rides. But we'll see. So tonight is going to be a relatively easy effort. I have to decide what zone I'm going to work in tonight. If I'm going to be tempo or if I'm keep this recovery. I don't know. It's 27 kilometers. I think it's not a heck of a lot of climbing, so I'd probably do a tempo effort with some threshold work tonight. Maybe make it some intervals, or, kind of hammer the climbs, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. There might not be more than one climb on this. I'm not too familiar with the with this particular route. So I got to remember to change out a bike, change out my resistance before we get on over. Then we'll get this thing started. So what's everybody else been up to these days? What you guys been doing? You've been doing some outdoor rides. You've been doing Zwift. Anybody try Be Cool since I did my ride, or have tried Be Cool? It looks interesting. I just wasn't a fan of that particular event because there was just so much climbing in it. I was smart enough to look at the subsequent events, and every one is a world tour level stage. So I'm like, no thank you. This is not my cup of tea. All right. As soon as I get my 25 kilometers in, go ahead and switch on over here. Come on. I'm a stickler about getting those 20 points. There we go. All right. Change out the bike first before I forget. All right. Got some TT miles in today. Work on that other mission that I've been putting some time in towards. And let us see, where is that trainer resistance? I got to remember to turn this down for races, but I am going to try to feel all of the pain today. All right, just in time to join the event. And I am way back. Wow. Got a lot of folks doing this thing today. So like I said, maybe I'll start out near threshold, high tempo maybe, see what group I end up falling into, and then we'll go from there. If any of you are watching and joined in the group ride, give me a holler on the YouTube or Twitter chat. Let me know, and that way we can stay together if you want. And we all know that there's probably about half of these folks going to turn this into a race anyway. But I'm not going to be baited into racing today.
Ride on!
All right, we will. We will ride on.
Ride on!
All right, so I think it's 27 kilometers. I don't know if there's a lead-in that's going to get to that length. This is a very unusual course. I think this course actually, I don't know, Greg, if you're watching from a computer, I think this course is not offered in Zwift. This seems to have been created specifically for the Tour for All. Either that or it's a brand new route that they just introduced that's going to stick around. All right, 28 kilometers. That's a lot of orange out there. You notice I adjusted my sock height. I knocked it down a few inches. I haven't worn socks that long. The other type of socks, I haven't worn socks that long since high school gym. Back in the 80s. So this should be a mostly flat course. I think we got the one of the Watopia climbs, either the forward or the reverse, that we got to do somewhere in the midst of this. So I'm going to save some leg for that. Oh, they're breaking it up. This looks like a decent group right here. Although I think there's going to be some mixing up here. I see some people under 2.0. So I might end up still advancing a little bit here. I'm not sure. Okay. Nice and comfortable, and I still can talk. So as far as to answer your question about the Tron bike, so it's 50,000 meters of climbing. If you can ponder such a number in Zwift, it's a terrifyingly long number. It took me over 2 years of Zwifting. First year, I only used Zwift in the winter months, so I really didn't make a lot of progress. I made probably about 60 to 70% of my progress on the Tron in the second year. And I did make a concerted effort to get more climbing in that second year. I stayed a lot more on the trainer that year than I usually do. And so I would say if you were doing maybe 5-6 hours a week like I do, you probably can do it in a season and a half. Unless you're just going to do climb repeats the whole time. I tended to get a mixture. I did like one climb a week and then one regular hilly route and like a flat route last year, along with the racing that I did. So that kind of helped if you do some concentrated climbing, but it's a lot of hours any way you slice it. It really is. It's not something that you can really set as a short-term goal. Like even some of these YouTubers out here are doing Everesting attempts, and they spend like 10 to 15 or 20 hours on the bike doing that. Just keep in mind, an Everesting attempt is not even 20% of the climbing that you need to do. It's literally 50,000 meters or 100,000 meters. 50,000 meters is, I'm sorry, 50,000 meters is just about to outer space, I think, is how they figure it. I think 100K, though, is officially outer space. Depends on who you talk to, I guess, but it's a lot of climbing. But keep in mind, you've got to set the you got to set that mission, the Everest mission, as your mission if you want the climbing to count towards that. If you're on the Italy mission or California mission or whatnot, those feet or meters won't count. So if that's your goal, you want to set that mission right off the top. It's a good bike to have. For me as a sprinter, I noticed that it's really good at accelerations. It's very good at accelerations, and it's pretty aerodynamic. So I like it. It's my go-to bike. You're welcome. You're welcome. And good luck with that. So to just kind of segue off of that conversation, it's kind of why I kind of stick with the Tron bike on most rides, unless they're strictly climbing rides, is because it's one of the best all-rounders there is in the game. There might be one or two that can edge it out, but not by much. And only under certain circumstances. So have any of you done stage 2 yet? Okay, good. I was just looking at my lap counter. I think in the Zwift app, it said I was doing 2 laps, which I was kind of concerned about. But now I see it's just the 1 lap. So, and this is actually the longer of the 2. And it's not even 30 kilometers, so it's really a very reasonable course. A very reasonable course. And a lot of flat, which I like. In fact, I'm going to kind of push up here, try to get closer to the middle or front of this group here. These little climbs out of the Italian village on this dirt can really cause some separation, unfortunately. Especially if the guys in front of you are trying to do 4 watts a kilo. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. If you're signing up on Twitter, not Twitter, forgive me, Twitch, don't forget to enter the raffle. We've got a raffle going on right now. If you look back through the chat, you can see how to put your entry in. It's a Garmin bike cadence sensor. Great for those of you who might not have a power meter or anything on your bike and you want to capture some basic metrics. See if I can get with the big group here. before we get over the top. Okay, that's a nice size group right there. So I wonder if we're going over the KOM now or later. Oh, looks like now. Okay, no rest. I wonder how many times we gotta go over this. Is it once or is it twice? I'm not sure. All right, first effort coming up. At least first big effort. I think I feel strong enough to try one. See how it goes. I'm not really a climber, so I'm hoping just to be able to stay with this group. Get ready to hit that feather. They get the climbing out of the way early, don't they? 146, not bad. Uh-oh. Almost lost the gap. Whew. That's a sharp right turn. Oh, we got a group that caught up to us. Big group. They got some momentum there. This group's going to haul pretty fast on the flats. It's going to be really good. So even with that on 100% difficulty, Greg, that wasn't too bad. Thought that was pretty good. We'll probably swallow that group up ahead of us. Catching up now. Oh, got a little break. This guy's trying to bridge. Twice the fun now. As fast as this group is on the flats, I might get spat out on the next climb. I don't know. We'll see. Guys are pushing it pretty hard. How fast is 42K in miles per hour? I forget. All right, hero. Nice. Yeah, that was they bridged pretty quick, didn't they? Had to pick up on that before it was too late. Now we're really moving though. 2.6 watts per kilo plus in the draft. Makes for a quick group. We already got 10 seconds on the group we used to be in. Wonder where this finishes, Greg. 24, that's it? Well, I guess that's about right. Anything much higher than that, and I end up really being at the limit. So, this is like low threshold for me, which is not too bad, I guess. Wonder where this ends up going. Where we finish up. Thank you. See if I can give a ride-on bomb here. This doesn't work in events. It makes me want to do individual ride-ons. Hey, Terry. I sometimes wonder, oh, 26, okay. Okay, that feels a little bit more, a little more commensurate with the effort, yes. I know that Zwift speeds run a little bit higher than in real life, so that makes sense, sort of, what we're doing right now. Try to get to the front of this group before this little rise here, so I don't get dropped. Thank you, Bike Beast. Just a reminder, folks, we still got this giveaway going on. We'll pick a winner here at the end if anybody's entered. So they're moving. All right. Just trying to keep with the group. Hopefully we don't go much faster than this. Looks like we're about to catch another group. I wonder if they're hungry to eat up another group. Yeah, they're stretching it out a little bit on the front. They want to push it. Or they might even be trying to break it off. I don't want to go any faster than this. If the tip of the spear wants to break it off, go right ahead. Ah. Yeah, they're continuing to push it along. Hope it stays flat from here on out. Oh, hey, Terry. Well, 218th is relative to how large the group was, and whether you hit the strong groups. You know, sometimes the size of the group dictates how many strong riders are going to be. Sometimes you just catch a small group that's very motivated. In this case, I am part of a very motivated group trying to absorb the groups ahead of them, which they have already done twice. I'm just hanging on the back. Feels more like a race now. I was going to keep a tempo, but I sort of fell in with this group and I just wanted to stick with them. They're flying along. There they go. They're lining up for the climb. Thank you, Kevin. All right, there we go. Pushing it on the downhill. Looks like we broke in half again. Although they look like they might be catching back on. They're almost there. They might do it. Or at least one person's bridging. Let's see who is the lucky person. Oh, banana. Almost there. Aha. So close. Oh, man. They might be able to close it down here at the bottom. Ah, 2 seconds back. Oh, man. That's tough to be 2 seconds back and just not able to make it. You got to really almost sprint the rest of the way, which is what they're trying to do. Desperation. 7 watts a kilo. And still nothing, man. There they go. Should be able to catch on now. Okay. Oh, man, then they got stuck in the sticky draft. Bummer. They could have sailed right to the group if they had kept their power. All right, we're down almost to the end. Okay, downtown finish. That's it. Just a small kick. Yes, I'm going to make it. I'm not going to get dropped. Thank you, Terry. That is so encouraging. Did that other group end up catching up, or did they end up falling back further? I can't tell. Good group. We need to start getting out some kudos here. I don't get dropped in the process. All right, let's see, where am I? On the back. They're stretching it out. They're turning this thing into a race, I think. right. A little zest there at the end. Sorry. And trying to find everybody who I rode with here. Alright. I think I got most everybody. Alright. Well, you know what comes next, folks. A turnaround. So I can breathe easier. And a drawing. Hey, alright, thanks. Thanks, Greg. I didn't realize that. Every little bit helps. Alright, so let me take a peek here and see if we had anybody enter the drawing. Checking it out now. If you haven't and you want to, this is your last chance. Alright, we're closing it out. Alright, well, I hate to spring it on you guys, but we still have no winner this week. Nobody entered. I can't even give this thing away. So I'll tell you what. To the person last week who wanted that cadence sensor, just send me a DM. I think it's called a whisper. Just send me a DM in Twitch, and I will. I'll get that out to you. Okay. I think we've beat this giveaway down enough, and I think it's time to move on. All right. Well, and with that, that concludes another live stream, folks. Hey, Greg, Terry. Those of you who also participate in chat, appreciate you guys, and chiming in and your questions and your comments. At this point, we'll wrap it up. I will try to post by Thursday at the latest an actual group ride meetup for next weekend, and we'll get to ride together. All right, folks. It's going to involve some climbing, so be prepared. Get your climbing legs ready, and we'll get some kilometers in. All right, folks. Have a great Saturday. Hope it's a pleasant day where you guys are at in the world. Take care. God bless, and as always, finish strong.